Okay, I hope that you guys will come back and find me again. I froze because I was muted, and then when I unplugged my camera to get going, it froze my camera. So I am back, so hopefully you guys will come back and find me again. And I am just going to hang out just for a minute and see if people find me again. So let me just see if I am on my YouTube. Okay, so I'm back on here if you guys can find me again. And so sorry about that. But anyways, my next item is from my new, yay, Cindy, thank you. Yeah, note to self, don't unplug the cameras next time when you're muted. I'll have to figure out how to refresh, because that's all I needed to do, but it wouldn't let me do it. So, hey Debbie, thank you for coming back. So I also picked up the Gingerbread Man bundle, and it's so cute. So I watched a video that they had on the Demonstrator planning place to make this. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I actually ordered white pens to do the white around the outside. I think that's easier than trying to if I'm going to do it in a class, I don't want to have to do heat embossing for white with a large crowd. It just gets noisy. My area is not that big. So, yeah. All right. And then the other items that I got were from the online exclusives. So we had this online exclusive brochure, and I really just got, well, I guess that gingerbread is from the online exclusives, but the other thing I got was a suite, and it's called the Gathering Together Suite. Hey Stephanie, thank you for coming back. Note to self, don't unplug. I'll have to ask Catherine how to refresh in the middle if that happens again. But anyways, I got this gathering. Okay, so show the snowflakes. Let me do that. And I'm actually going to get out an ink pad and show you, because I think that would be the easiest way. So here's a big piece of paper, and I've got some blues. Let's see here. I've got my cloud cover. Maybe I'll do Secret Sea and Misty Moonlight for a snowflake. Those colors are kind of close together. How about Balmy Blue? So we'll just do a bunch of blues. Why not, right? All right, so the way you do with these snowflakes, with the stencils, I hope Susie comes back. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put this down all the way in the corner here of my paper. And let me just grab a piece of tape real quick. All right, so I've got that. And then I'm going to start with my lightest color, which I think is going to... Yay, Susie, thank you for coming back. I was just saying, I hope you come back because I think you'll like this technique. So you start with your lightest color on number 1, and I'm just stenciling in. This is where the glass mat is really nice to use too, because then you can daub off on there. So I've got number 1. I'll put these somewhere where they won't get all over my stuff. And then now I've got number 2, so I'm going to just tap it down into the corner here. And you can use the same color. All it's going to do is darken where you went over the 2 layers. So I don't have to keep switching colors. See the difference? See how I'm getting some different colors or vibes? So this has 4 stencils. Yep, 4 stencils. I think I said 5 or 6, but I really need to tape that piece of paper down because it's all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to switch to, you know what? I'm going to do the same color, balmy blue again. Hold my mask still. It's only going to have these little dots here. It's filling in the dots. You can see. And, okay. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then there's one more. And I think I'm going to go a darker color with this last one. It's just some extra, oh, I'm doing Secret C. Hopefully that'll work out okay. Let me just switch to a dark blue blender brush. So I don't wash my blender brushes. I just have light and dark. Ooh, I can tell this is going to be pretty. Did anybody else get this on their pre-order? Because maybe I'll make my swaps out of this. Ta-da! What do you think? I love it. Oh, you did? Good. You're not using it for the swap though, are you? Yeah, I might do my swaps with something like that. I'll have to see, because that's the only thing I got from that. Sweet. All right, let me put my brushes away and continue on. Continue on. So if my mom was watching, she probably fell off when I had to restart. So sad. But anyways. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys like that snowflake. You know, I think it will be pretty with different colors. You know, balmy blue is a sky color. It's, I don't know. It's not the best snowflake color, but in my opinion, right? So the next suite I got was the Gathering Together suite. This is outstanding. This is definitely, I'm gonna hoard this paper. This is one of the best leaf papers that we've had. So it's a specialty one, which, because it's got some foiling on it, and it's called champagne foil, actually, I think, right? Yeah, champagne foil, so it's not gold. So you've got this pattern, and then you've got this Cajun Craze pattern, which is really nice. And then you've got another leaf pattern without the greens. So see, that one has the greens. This one doesn't have the green. And this is like a very muted background. Really nice plaid. This is excellent for a masculine card. No matter if you wanted to do, you know, leaves or not. Perfect. And then this is a beautiful side B. with the foiling. Here's another leaf pattern. It's like every time they drop a color. So this one they've got beige background. This one they have the greens. And this one they have no green, but the white background. So I like it, a lot of versatility. And then a muted background. This is a nice wooden pattern. Oh, look at that one with the green foily stripes. This will be beautiful for the Christmas cards. This one too would be great with Christmas cards. And then a brown bubble. I don't know if I'll ever use that side. It's very dark. So basic beige, Cajun craze, crushed curry, early espresso, old olive, and champagne foil. I mean, it screams fall. I love it. And then they've got this 3D embossing folder. Now the weird thing is this does not say 3D, but it does not go through unless you use the foil is the foil are the accents. You can kind of see it in the light. I have them in my plastic bags, but we'll see on the card. I've got some cards made with it, so we'll see it with it not in the plastic bags. But this is a small, this embossing folder makes this pattern. Okay, they're small leaves. And it doesn't have 3D embossing folder, but that's the only way I could get it to go through. So if somebody else has it different and it's thick like in 3D, I think it's weird that it doesn't have 3D. I think people are going to try to force it, and they might wreck it if they don't realize that. So let me put my paper back, and then you have, then you have these Cajun craze with gold accent gems, and they're kind of they're not going to be very male friendly. So if you use these on your card, I am going to call them. Maybe they'll reward me by being the first to tell them, hey Kim, how you doing? So these, my trick with using ones that are tall and hard like that versus the flatter ones are put it next to where you've popped up something, and then it kind of doesn't stand out as much. So those go with that. And then the stamp set is beautiful. These are not true to size. There's the stamp. And I wanted to call them, I might have a problem with this stamp here, but it could have been operator error, but I'm gonna try that one again. So I love this gather. It doesn't say Thanksgiving. They missed an opportunity, but I love the word gather. And then look at these fun dies. So I used my big leaves. So let me show you my card that I made. Cards, plural. Oh, and you get linen thread in early espresso and old olive. And it's not baker's twine, it's actual thread. So that's great. So here's a card I made. And this is, you can see the foiling on the green stripe. It's foiled stripes and then foiled on this accent here, the shine. And then you get these big. So one of their kits that they're coming out in September is to make a garland with the big leaves. So this would be easy to do. They're nice and big. You can use these in scrapbooking if you want, but they make great cards. And then I did a double bow with my twine. And then here's this same idea, but this time I put different pattern paper. So this is the embossed leaf pattern. And then this, I've got the foiling paper with, there's the foiling, Deb, right there. With the green and the green. So I love this card. I like this card better than this one. This one's fun, but this one, I like this one better. And then the card I wanted to show you how to make real quick is this one. And I have a free printable on my blog after the video that will show you the dimensions on this. So backyardstamper.com. And there's my inside. So let me show you how I did that. I'm using crushed curry. I mixed up my colors this time. And I already embossed this. So this is one of the sheets that I embossed it with the that textured leaf part. So I'm just going to put that down like so. And then I have two pieces. I have this pattern and I have this pattern that I thought I'd make my banners with. And to do that, I have a retired punch, because you know I got to craft my stash. So this is the tailored tag punch. And so I'm just going to put this in, and it's already the height that I want. So what I want to do is just put it in until the points show. And so see how my points are right there? So I'll punch that, and then I have a nice little banner tail. And the same with this one. So I'm centering, eyeballing my paper to the top point and putting this in so that my tails are right there. There. So I've got two little banner tails. That makes it easy. And then I'm going to attach these down. So let me get my glue. And I thought I would use this to help lighten up that dark brown. So I'm putting these at the top. See, already that lightens the card up a little bit. But look at that foiling. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. And then I'm going to layer this one a little over. For a minute I thought I put the glue on the wrong side. Okay, so I don't want anything here to line up exact, you know, I just want the top to be matched up there, flush. And the banner should be as straight as possible. Okay, so like that looks straight to me. All right, and then to get my doodads, now I'm going to set that aside. To get my doodads, I'm going to do my stamping, and I'll show you that funny leaf, and I'll ask you guys what you think about it. Sorry, drop my stamping block. Sorry. Now you guys aren't going to complain that you can't hear me. All right, so I've got my different colors. I need my scrap paper to stamp off. Oh my gosh. I got the dropsies. Okay. So I'm going to stamp off. Isn't that gorgeous? Woo! So this is the kind of stamp distinctive that they're not going to have anymore when they go to photopolymer. So it's going to be sad. So that's pretty. I stamped off. So that's nice. Let me just wash this so I don't get... Okay, and I need my acorn. I am doing a pecan pie acorn, and I'm going to take my marker, and these are all things that if you like this technique, you're going to want to grab the markers because they are discontinuing the Stampin' Right, and I forgot to do my top. Actually, that doesn't look bad, but this is the direct to stamp technique. So all I'm going to do is take my marker on the side and just do the top of that acorn shell. And stamp that like so. See the difference? So that's that. And then, and I'll use both of them, I'll put one on the inside. And then on my sample, I did this one in Cajun Craze. And I'll show you that leaf, and you guys can tell me if you think something is defective or not. Or if you think it's just me. My feelings won't be hurt if you think it's just me. And I think I went full strength on this. Nope, I did, but I don't want to mash it down like that. Okay, so I'm going to go like so. So that's the distinctive part, is that, see how it gets light and dark, and it does it for you. All right, and then, so let me show you this leaf here, and I will do it in pecan pie. Okay, so let me show you. See how it's inked up? There's like there's a rectangle area right here that has no ink on it. See that? So no matter what I did, I even rubbed it, and the sticker kind of looks like it's supposed to, but there's like a line. Oh, well, that came out all right. Sort of. When I did it earlier, maybe because I used a juicier pad. Yeah, all right. All right, it was operator error. Well, I don't want a brown leaf. Let me see if I can get the Cajun Craze to work again, because that's the one I tried earlier. My Cajun Craze ink pad disappeared. Well, you know what we'll do? Oh, I don't have a Cajun Craze ink pad, that's why. All right, so I'll try it with pumpkin pie. You can really see it. See that? And this is a juicier pad. So let's see what it looks like. Well, I guess it's okay. To me, it's still weird because see the outside tip comes back to being dark, and that's what made me think there was a defect in it. If it had stayed light all the way around, I wouldn't have thought that. Anyhow, let's keep moving. Oh, my husband's home. I gotta hurry. Oh, you know what I wanted to use for my words is the vertical one from the Christmas labels one. The traditional labels one. I think it's weird too. All right, and so I had this die, and I want this stamp. I love the vertical stamp. That's exactly why I got this stamp set. All right, here we go. I'm doing that in early espresso. Okay, good. So now let's do our embossing, or we'll tape everything on and I'll run it through the embosser. Where's my Post-it tape? All right. Here's my cut and emboss machine. Hello, Marty. All right, so I'm going to put these in, and I'm going to Post-it tape it as I go. I think the last time I die cut it first and then stamped, but that's okay. Let's get the other dies out. Here's my package of dies. Here they are. All right, so I've got this one. Okay, and I've got an acorn. And the big leaf, or the medium leaf, and a big leaf. So we'll just die cut them all at once. Don't waste a crank. That's what I got from Kim. Don't waste a crank. And it's funny because once she said that, I'm like, hey, I think I've been wasting a crank. So, but you know, seriously, especially if you're not using an electric one, fill up your paper, right? All right, here we go. So I've got my base plate number 1, plate number 2, and 2 number 3 plates. There we go. And I've got everything die cut all at once. So I love when I can do that. All right, so let's punch these babies out and we'll put the dies away after, as long as I don't lose them like my pigs. Oh, I forgot to die cut that second acorn, but that's all right. Okay, so I've got all my ones. I'm just going to leave that right there. So I've got my bits. Let's bring my card back in. And the first thing we're going to do is pop this guy up. This tag, look at how pretty this is. It makes a frame, but it's not disconnected. It's got a little loop-de-loop on the sides there that holds it together. So that's really pretty. I don't know if you can see the little loop-de-loop, probably not, but so be gentle because you don't want it to get ripped apart. So I'm going to put that on just like that. And then I'm not going to use that pumpkin pie one. I've got these two and I wanted them to go like that down here. I think I have to move this one over just a smidge. There we go. Just a smidge. And I've got my glue dots, so I'm going to do my yellow one, crushed curry, first, and put that there. Oops, and I need a dimensional underneath it. There we go, something like that. And then a dimensional on this side, and a glue dot. So like that. And then my acorn's just going to go with the glue dot. Up at the top. I might have to put a dimensional under there. It's weird to me. There. All right. So then I've got that. Now I want my twine. And I'm going to just use linen thread because it's already too dark. Or not too dark, but dark. So I don't want more dark thread on. But I'm going to make a nice loopy bow. A double loopy bow. All right. Like that. My parents are having us over tomorrow night, and they're gonna cook for my husband, and then they'll take us out on a pontoon boat ride to celebrate retirement. So, yep, pretty cool. I'm jealous. I got one more year. I can't complain. It'll go by fast. And I have two of my stamping friends that really need prayers right now. One of them is in my downline. Her name's Kathy. Her mom is seriously ill. And another is one of my stamping customers who's in the hospital, who's also very seriously ill. So please pray for them. Okay, so see how pretty a double bow when it's loopy like that looks? And then for the last thing, I'm going to add those Christmas gems to my card, but I'm going to use the goldish, because are they gold? They don't say. They could be champagne, but that's all right. They look great. So I'm going to do a small and a medium and a large. So let's see, I want to do 2 up there to kind of, it brightens up that dark paper, and I'll put 1 down here. Like so. Here's my card. Here's my original. So the template for this layout will be on my blog later tonight. And it looks like, so on this one, I've moved my the second banner over closer, but I liked that that's light, and I like the gold foiling, so I'm okay that it didn't that it's not exactly the same. So yeah, I like this one, and this could be my swap card too. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really, I think they're probably due, and I haven't even thought about it. I got to get through my card class on Saturday, and then I'll be back into my mind of swaps. But I do really like this card, so this might just be. And then on this one, I did the inside with my second acorn there. Yeah, they do look really different, don't they, Susie? And it's really the designer paper. Well, do I? I don't know which one I like better. This one could be like even for a masculine birthday. This one here is screaming fall to me. So I like them both. Anyways, and then, so let me just tell you 2 more things, and then we're gonna get out of here. So there's some changes coming up, and as I said, red rubber cling stamps are being phased out. Starting in November 2025, all of our new stamps will be coming in as photopolymer, which are the clear ones. I do think the red rubber stamps better for obviously distinctive and some other things, but the ease of having a photopolymer see-through stamp is amazing. So they are phasing out the Stampin' Right markers. So, and I used that tonight on the technique to get that second color on a stamped image. These are already on the last chance list. I didn't look to see if they have a discounted price, but being that they're already on the last chance list, once they're gone, they're gone. And the last thing is the packaging of our stamps and dies are going to be changing. So they aren't going to be coming in a DVD case any longer, starting in November. The ones in September coming out in our mini catalog will be packaged just like always with the traditional DVD case and everything. But they are changing it so that the stamp set and the die will be the same size packaging in a sleeve. Oh, thank you. Stephanie says the markers aren't on sale except the new in colors, because they're on the 15% sale, so that makes sense. So they are going to be discontinued though, so grab them while you can. And the new packaging is going to be like 9 inches by 5 and something, and so this is 8.5. And this is an embossing folder, so it's going to be slightly taller, another 1/2 inch taller than this package, and narrower than this. This is 6, so it'll be a 1/2 inch narrower. So, but it will be slim like this in these kind of sleeves. So, I am fine either way. The thing I will miss the names on the side, because I like the picture, because I store mine like that, you know, on a shelf so I can quickly look. But I'm going to just keep them together, pretend this is another one. I'll keep them together and maybe use one of these little clippy things and do a little clippy at the top, and maybe on a round, you know, handwrite or or a label maker, the name of it. We'll see. I don't want to have to do that for everybody, but I might just put one of these at the beginning of my A's and one of them at the beginning of the B's. So yeah, I mean, it's a big change. These are all big changes because, you know, Stampin' Up is known for their red rubber stamps, but they were having trouble sourcing the red rubber, and so I think that the photopolymer, you know, maybe their machines that make them are newer machines, I'm not sure, but now it's a big change. And these sleeves, you know, if your cabinet is too short for those, maybe you could turn them on their side so they're like this, like sideways instead of tall ways, like put them like on their side instead of tall. So everybody that has, like, I don't have that kind of shelving. My shelving is just a shelf, so I don't have to worry that my storage isn't going to hold them right. I am going to have to get some sort of baskety bin so I can flip through them, and that's about it. But I think my customers are really going to like them because overall it is going to be a space saver. So we shall see. Oh, you might not be, well, it might overhang a little bit, but it depends on if yours are in a drawer or on a shelf, I guess. Yeah, something to consider. But let me come back here. So you know, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I have my card class on Saturday, and tomorrow night my parents are gonna cook for Marty to say happy retirement, and then I'm hoping we'll go out for ice cream. And then my card class on Saturday, and then Sundays I have my Craft Your Stash scrapbooking, and I'm going to continue my mom's 85th birthday pages. So I hope you will join me. And oh, and the other thing is they are going to continue to sell the empty DVD cases. Sorry, I was under the other camera. The empty DVD cases, they're going to continue to sell. So you can repackage. And they're also going to sell these to repackage. So I don't know how long they're going to do the DVD cases. I think they were having trouble getting them because DVDs are kind of a thing of the past. So I don't know. Big changes, but hopefully it'll still be okay, you know. All right, well, I'm going to sign off and go say hi to Marty and ask him how his first golf game of retirement was. So, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I'm pretty excited for him. So, take care, everyone, and have an awesome rest of your evening and a great weekend. And hope to see you again next week. Next Thursday is the 28th, which is my birthday. So, and as long as Marty's golfing, I'll be here. So if he decides to like skip a night of golf, which that's not going to happen, then we'll probably go out to my parents. So anyways, yes, please give me a thumbs up and share my video. It really helps me. And oh, the last thing, hold, let me switch my camera 1 second. I forgot. I was so proud of myself. Oh, Jamie, that's fun. The brother that's in New Hampshire? Because that's funny. So I made a QR code. This will take you right to my backyardstamper.com website. So if you want a quickie way to get there, just grab a screenshot and you can get there after for the template, the free printable. All right, so take care. Bye, everybody. Yay! Oh, so you'll be in New Hampshire for his birthday. That's fun. Yeah, I know. I got to see where my schedule is going to be like. I'd love to see you if we can figure it out. So we'll keep in touch about it, okay? So thank you all.